10-year plus Logic Pro user now becomes an Ableton god. Let's get into it.
That's Hunter.
So I'm gonna start off with some drums. All right, let's keep building on that. Matter of fact, let's quantize that and let's do current grid. Yeah, that's cool. That'll work. Apply 100%. All right, let's lay down some more drums. Cool, let's do Option Command U, and then we're gonna set this to, we can do a 16th note. And this one, I'm gonna let it breathe a little bit. So we'll do like 81%, 79%, that's cool. Let it breathe a little bit. All right, now let's add some hats. That's cool, I like that loop a lot. And then we could do Command A, and then let's do Option Command U, the 16th note. Now I'm gonna let this slide a little bit. So let's quantize this like 55%. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, that's fire. We could duplicate that by just doing Command D. And then let's turn on the delay function. Then we're gonna delay these, the whole track behind the beat just a little bit. Yeah. That's it right there. And what I'm gonna do is on the master, I'm gonna go ahead and put a limiter on here. You can use the Ableton limiter. I think I'm gonna reach for the God particle just because that's really dope. It gives me like a finished sound. And this will tell me right away if I'm too hot coming in. Yeah. So it's a couple of ways I could do it. I could turn the input down, or I could just go to the individual tracks themselves and just turn these down. So just come over here and just turn all three of these down simultaneously. There we go. That's better. All right, let's keep layering some drums now that we got that. Woo. And let's go ahead and let's add some harmonics and all that good stuff to it. So we're gonna do Option Command T to give us a shortcut for MIDI. I'm gonna do a couple of them just so I can have them already ready to roll. Bet. And then I'm gonna tweak it a little bit, that last note. I'm gonna go over here to, let's stretch that one out just a little bit. Yeah, it's a vibe. Let's get it. We're gonna layer this up. So let's get some keys. I'm gonna go to Keyscape. Let's come over here to the wing upright dark indie. That's one of my favorites. So this sounds all nice and proper. We're gonna make this sound old and beat up. Then we're gonna go ahead and put some RC20 on it. Now it's starting to already sound old school. Tweak this a little bit. All right, what I'm gonna do right now is make these drums hit a little bit harder. So I'm gonna go ahead and group all of these. And then what I'm gonna do is, let's rename this drums. And then what I'm gonna do is put some plugins. That knock shameless plug to decap. Bro, you nailed it with this one. This is just insane. Just like that, pumping. Woo! Woo! Yo, this is getting crazy. Why haven't we saved this yet? What are we doing right now? Let's go to some output. Let's go to arcade. Let's throw some arcade on this bad boy. Put some guitar on this. All right, let's change this to A flat major. Yeah, yeah. Throw it in with the track. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's add that, please. So I'm gonna put a pulse on that. So we're gonna do waves. It's a couple of ways. You could use the side chain in Ableton if you want, which is also fire. Go ahead and go to it's the one knob. So the rest of the track can come through still. What I'm gonna do is play that line again. I'm gonna get some native instruments going here. And then let's go to contact 7. And while we waiting on this to load up, shout out to DistroKid because that's what I use to distribute my music. I've had multiple songs go viral via social media, and that trickulated over to my Spotify and YouTube. And for the first time, I actually hit 1 million views or 1 million streams. But check it out, you could use my code below to get 7% off your first year's membership. And they now have the app on your phone, so that's super convenient because now you can track your stats, you can see how much money you got coming in, the shmoney. You could do all of that now just from the mobile version, but first you got to sign up. Once again, that helps your boy, blesses the channel to help bless you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the Session Guitar Sunburst Deluxe, and we're just gonna use the melody version because I actually want to play the instrument myself. Because I want to play that. Yeah, the Session Sunburst is right now set to like super hardcore stereo. There we go, you can go to guitar settings, and right now it's set to doubling. We're gonna turn that off and get it in the center. So now I could take this mono version and pan it over to the right, and then maybe take the other rhythm guitar and pan it over to the left so we can have space, because right now everything is kind of getting taken up in the center. So what we're gonna do is take that one, pan it over to the right. Now it's over there chilling. Now let's take the other guitar that we did, move that to the left. So what I want to hear pop is definitely that Rhodes. Now we have more than enough to play with to arrange. This is what I like. So once I've got like everything where I want it to be between these instruments. So what I typically like to do to arrange quickly and effectively, start by duplicating the full loop a few times, so we're gonna go ahead and do Command D. And for this video, we could just do like, this many bars. That's cool. So I'm gonna take a couple more things out just to see how I can tell a story once again. So let's see how this sounds. We can mute that guitar too. Let's take the strings out. I like that. And I'm gonna gradually build the track. So we can start with the first guitar. And then now we can unlink the drums. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's unlink. Boom. Now I can control which drum parts I want to come in when I want. So I'm gonna save those drill hats. Right after that rim, let's do this. Wow. We're gonna take all the drums out right after that and then let it lead into the bar for where everything comes in. Yeah. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pitch this down a couple of steps. Let's do like. Okay, I like that tone better. Okay, then what we're gonna do is do a little bit of EQ. So I'm gonna come over here to the audio effects, EQs and filters. Then let's go to EQ8. And then I'm just gonna roll off the low end on that. See all that low end stuff down there? So I'm gonna roll all that off. Let's roll off a little bit of this top end. Let's engage it. Sweet, I like how that sounds. And then we're going to go to our plugins. And then I'm gonna reach for waves and use the H verb. It is really, really good. The H verb is kind of crazy. There it is. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is kind of come back to the drum. So I'm kind of all over the place, I know. But what I'm gonna do right now is I'm actually gonna duplicate that rim. Cool, and then I'm gonna option and drag that down. And we have a new rim track. On this one, we're gonna soak it in reverb. So I'm gonna do the same thing, put the H verb on it, put it and layer it with the other rim. And it just gives you this like feeling like you've fallen off a cliff for a little moment and then you come back. Let's check this out from top to bottom.
That's Hunter.
All right, y'all, so that's the vibe. Don't forget to check out that link below to get 7% off your first year's membership using DistroKid. And I'll holler at you next time. Peace.